Mexico aims to legalize recreational marijuana before October.
Here's a summary of the article.
According to online cannabis publication Marijuana Moment, the answer is pretty obvious: Mexico. Mexico plans to roll out the green carpet before October. In June 2017, Mexico became one of the aforementioned 40-plus countries to legalize medical marijuana, which is no small feat given the controls certain drug cartels wield in Mexico. With regard to recreational marijuana, Mexico's Supreme Court has ruled 5 times since 2015 that the imposition of a ban on recreational pot is unconstitutional. According to Marijuana Moment, lawmakers plan to use the summer recess, which begins May 1 and runs through August 31, to rework legislation to legalize recreational marijuana throughout Mexico. Should Mexico indeed move forward with legalization before October, as well as develop a plan to reduce or eliminate cartel interference, it could be on a path to usurp Canada as the most important marijuana market in the world. These 2 pot stocks would welcome Mexico legalizing adult use cannabis. Interestingly enough, there aren't too many marijuana stocks that currently have much of a presence in Mexico. Canopy's international medical marijuana brand, Spectrum Cannabis, has a presence in Colombia, Peru, and Chile, with Canopy's management having hinted in the past that moving into Mexico, with the assumption of legalization, wouldn't be difficult.
This post received a score of 12,999, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Taking power away from the cartel, why didn't they do this sooner?
In my experience, living in a prohibition state up until very recently, Mexican brickweed was everywhere until about 2003 when better products started flooding the market. I've seen cartel weed about 3 times since 2008. Basically what I'm saying is cartels don't really fuck with weed anymore.
I was told that a lot of cartels still make plenty of money via cocaine, meth, extortion, prostitution, and sex trafficking, to the point that the legalization of marijuana will do next to nothing to them. More things for Mexico to legalize. Not just Mexico, but the US. The cartel's biggest customers are Americans. Most of that shit ends up here. If we legalized it all, and regulated it, there would be next to no need for a black market for it.
Let's not legalize extortion and sex trafficking.
Oops. Yeah. Misspoke there. But you get my drift.
Too late, it's legal now.
Even in death, Oberyn Martell rules with an iron head.
What head?
Damn, then the US will be sandwiched between 2 legal countries with an entire western corridor through the continent with legality. Times are good.
We're going to build a dome and we're going to hotbox it.
The next Seth Rogen and James Franco movie. Someone needs to Photoshop a poster of this.
Biodome 2.
Biosphere 3.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, we're gonna legalize hookers and LSD. Your move, hoses, Canada.
Lol, don't even think about it, dummies, we'll still send you to jail for years. Unless you live inside one of a specific few imaginary boxes, then you're cool. America.
They better wait until the wall is built to keep out the Yanks.
It appears that the cartels have a diversified portfolio of drugs, just not weed.
2 things. 1. They make their money on the American black market. 2. I can't remember the last time I've seen Mexican brown brick. Maybe the 90s.
There used to be cartel grow-ops in the mountains all over California. I'm not sure if that changed after Prohibition ended, but they had moved on to growing better weed that didn't need to be transferred across any borders.
Saw this coming as soon as Canada legalized in October of last year. Canadian companies are mobilizing to establish lasting distribution lines while other Western governments fight against the demands of their own populations. Mexico can get higher yields more times a year with their outdoor crops than Canada, which relies heavily on indoor growing operations. While Canada's known internationally for its quality bud, Mexico can supply the commercial need for something cheap and plentiful. More countries will follow. The US can't afford not to.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.